the creativity of the kids at its peak. So I think we get very interesting artwork, and it can be an event or an activity that would inspire kids to pursue being a pilot, to learn how to fly an airplane, to learn how to fly a model airplane, which is a lot easier than.
Yes. Are they given the opportunity to go into a simulator or something?
Well, there are various educational activities held, and part of them is to actually fly an airplane with the simulator. This is something that people can actually try, and it builds, it widens the experience, and it lets them really experience.
Engage.
Yeah, right. And how is it like to be a hands-on? Right. So it is always good that they try something like this.
So, Prophet, I remember we've heard that the Air Club of Egypt is 100 years old, so it's a very old thing here in Egypt. So can you tell us more about its history and the achievements of its members, for example?
Yes, I mean, it has been following all the activities in Egypt for that long time, and the second, I guess, in 1933, with the race, there was a world conference, the FAI conference in Egypt. That's let me first define that this is the FAI, that's the FIFA. It's like the organizer of the sports flying.
Yeah, so what does it stand for?
It's Federation Aeronautique Internationale.
So I believe it's from French origin.
It's coming from a French origin, yes, in Switzerland actually. So that's like the FIFA. The Air Club of Egypt is like the Ittihad al-Kura al-Masri, the football federation, and there is clubs in Egypt. There is the air sports
under the supervision or under the umbrella
of the Air Club of Egypt. Yeah. So it has been always that the Air Club used to own clubs. I mean, like in Baba, it used to own the Gliding Institute in Alexandria, and that has been going for long until, I guess, in 2000 it has been separated. So the role of all the achievements, all the activities was actually done through the Air Club of Egypt.
Yes.
And
so what are the various flying sports that kids can go about?
Well, it's not, by the way, it's not only kids. I mean, you can start from a kid, like playing a small hand-flown models, and then you can grow for a wireline aircraft, and then a radio-controlled aircraft. And that is not a kid toy. It's not a toy, the models. But then again, you can go for sports, for air sports. You can go gliders, like sailplanes. That is airplanes with no engine on. It should be pulled with a car, with an airplane, with a winch, and then it goes up and stays up, and goes higher and higher, and spends more time up. And there's the hang gliders, the triangle aircraft. It's a small aircraft with a single pilot or dual, and it's a hang glider. There's the paragliding. It's like a parachute. It's a ring. It looks like a parachute with a single pilot or a dual pilot. And there's ballooning. There's we have very special two committees. There's medical committee, air sports medical committee, and airspace committee. So that's I mean, the scope is big. I mean, we have light aircrafts. It's a 13 discipline of all activities apart from airliner flying. So you take airliner flying away, and all the rest is under the supervision of the FAI and the Air Club of Egypt.
And the main thing here is the amateurs. It is the amateurs that are the stakeholders in this activity. People who have a day job, a doctor, a lawyer, and in their free time, they are part of this hobby and part of this practice. So it's widely
into space, or I mean, airplane.
Air sports.
Yes, air sports. Yes.
Right.
And also, if you can tell us about to what extent do you feel that the kids integrated or acquainted with the different types of air sports, or Yeah, if you can elaborate.
Yeah, sure. As you know, almost everybody has the dream to fly. So when you bring an activity about airplane or air sports, the engagement is really high. And then when you ask them to do a work of their own, this something they see as a challenge, as a competition they would like to prove themselves in. And the other thing is, it is targeting the age group where in school, in the education, they cover physics, aerodynamics, engineering. So air sports brings all these disciplines together in a hands-on fashion. So when they build an airplane, when they learn how to fly a model airplane, in a way they see the education, they are told that this is how nature works. They see it in action. So it's a very good thing for the educational part. They see hands-on science concepts coming into action in the very simple form of an airplane. So it furthers their understanding of science, and it builds further interest in those disciplines.
So during the previous years, did Egypt win any of the prizes or take any of the places? Might not be the first place, second, third, or?
We have been part only in the few recent years. So we are still building the youth to really get to know these activities and to be part of them. And we hope we will be among the winners of this year. The history of the activity goes back to several years, and it's an annual event that is happening each year. And we hope the Egyptian youth this year will be among the winners.
I'm afraid we're running out of time, but we do appreciate your presence, and by this we come to the end of the segment. Dr. Ibrahim, head of the Education Committee at the Aero Club of Egypt, and pilot Ayman Hussein, Chief Flying Instructor at the Aero Club of Egypt. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, and by this we wrap up our episode today of our breakfast show. I would like, on behalf of myself and all colleagues here working on Nile TV International, extend our deep condolences to the Saudi citizens and also to all people in the Arab world on the death of late King Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz. And of course we will be bringing you the latest developments on the funeral and a live coverage on all the latest developments. I would like to thank my colleague Karim for joining me today. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up on Nile International.